now, race fans, here to say the most famous words in motorsports. Please welcome WeatherGuard President of North American Retail, Kevin Blossom.
WeatherGuard race fans, welcome to Bristol. Drivers, start your engines.
That was a pretty unenthusiastic command to start the engines here tonight.
If you're in Vegas, I'm not sure how you handicap this race. The stars are out. Ben Rhodes has a championship. Zane Smith has a title. They'll be at the forefront of the conversation tonight.
Well, I took the low-hanging fruit. Not going to win much if I win tonight, but I took Joey Logano for the win and $11. So, anytime I get $10 or more, I feel comfortable taking a guy, so I might as well just take the fucking Cup guy. Although that Honeycutt guy in that 04, sure I will live to regret not taking him. How are we doing on this fine Bristol evening? The rain has finally stopped here outside my house, just about 2.5 hours away from Bristol. Tired. Didn't sleep much last night. My nap today sucked. Because I didn't think there'd be a race today, so I didn't feel pressured to nap. Well, there ain't going to be no damn race today. I'll just take a nap early tonight. Nope. All the heat races and now this. So here we be. I remember watching Bristol dirt races on TV back in, like, what was it, 2002, when they had a Bristol dirt race or something. I remember seeing that on TV and thinking, well, that's kind of neat. So I did not scoff at the idea of having a couple of the top 3 series come and run Bristol on the dirt.
Season in NASCAR next Friday evening. We're racing on the dirt in Martinsville tonight. All about Thunder Valley. Let's get to our Craftsman track description.
Yeah, Adam, the Craftsman track description, it's so much different than the Bristol that we know and love. Still a half mile, but it's only 50 feet wide. You can see the dirt, 4,000
It was 2001. I remember watching and seeing that shit on TV.
2 inches of sawdust under it. These people have scienced this out, haven't they? Phil, it's a Bluff City red Tennessee clay, and they've got it.
Whatever that is.
This track has been perfect today.
Bluff City red Tennessee clay. Yeah, sounds legit.
What a great job they've done with this racetrack. Let's take a look at our race analysis. 150 laps. It's going to be 3 stages. I mentioned earlier that the crew chiefs will probably only get an opportunity to adjust on these trucks one time. That means they will stop at the end of stage 1, and they will stay out of the end of stage 2. That 12 trucks did that last year. The running order is frozen at the end of the stage. We will have non-competitive pit stops. They will freeze the field. They can change tires and add fuel on these stage breaks. And the teams that do not pit at the end of the stage, like we were talking about, will start in the front of the trucks that did pit.
Now we get to our Craftsman starting line. Up front row, Zane Smith, Ty Majeski. Row 2, opposite ends of the spectrum. Caden Honeycutt. He's a who is he kind of guy.
Maybe I should have bet on Honeycutt instead of Logano, but I took the easy money with Logano. Sure, there's a lot of Deegan bettors out there tonight.
Buzzword tonight's going to be fun. You ready to have some fun, buddy?
Ryan Blaney spotting for Logano. You took Friesen, not bad. I was thinking about Honeycutt or Friesen, but I was like, just take the fucking easy one. Take the Cup guy.
Car wash take trucks? Because that thing's going to be dirty tonight.
That's the point of it.
Yeah, you're a marketing genius, buddy. Good luck.
Thanks, sir.
And that is our Ford onboard for Joey Logano.
Good looking ride.
This, more than any other weekend, I'd say just seat time and anything on this track is important. So the 5 guys that are in this race tonight, that are in the race tomorrow, are really going to benefit from it.
You can learn so much up here about
And Ankram's got a flat lift rear before the race even starts.
Last year he got in this race and he's doing it again. He didn't like the booth as much as he likes racing. What's going on here?
Left rear tires.
And there's some damage there. I guess that we saw a lot of flat tires in practice.
They look like they're doubled up coming to the green.
Exactly what's going on.
A lot of low pressures on left rear tires. And they're coming to the green. And the 16's on pit road, so Ankram's race is over.
Zane Smith takes the outside lane to his
He's going to be at least 2 laps down.
150 laps off the dirt at Bristol.
And we're off.
That's Bristol dirt, isn't it, baby?
Majeski to the lead from 3rd place.
How about Majeski grabs the lead?
Or from 2nd, actually, excuse me.
A parade of Fords leading the way here at Bristol early.
3 of them from Thorsport.
Majeski leads, Zane Smith 2nd, Logano 3rd, Deegan 4th. She started 6th, she's 4th, 3 wide for 2nd.
And all those grooves will work. Those 3 trucks are maintaining speed.
They've treated this track again between the heat races and now, and it really shows. I hope it lasts. And Logano, my bet, takes the lead.
Here's Logano, came to play, didn't he?
Listen to that throttle. Listen to him work that
Zane
throttle.
Smith gets really wide off of 2 there. It's going to cost him.
Do you recognize that?
Haley Deegan 3rd.
That's Ryan Blaney up on top.
And yeah, Blaney is spotting for Logano. Blaney said he spotted a couple of times, but it's been about 5 years or so since he last did it. But Logano said, fuck it, spot for me. Blaney's gonna. The only way Blaney can win a race anymore is as a spotter.
Now you see, that's a driver who knows what he wants to hear from his spotter. These spotters are so in tune with their drivers. I think this is a perfect role for Ryan tonight.
Wonder if this track's just going. Oh, good lord!
White squares, that's about it.
I thought that was something flying off Majeski. He hit the bump on the bottom.
13, Haley Deegan, 38, Zane Smith. The 04, we've talked about him, Caden Honeycutt.
I hope this track widens out. I hope it's not just a bottom feeder fest like it was trending towards in that last Cup heat race a little while ago.
We saw Honeycutt making some nice moves in his heat race from the top. Now he's going to jump.
Man, Honeycutt's really good.
Nice drive for the 19-year-old. Aledo, Texas. So the best finish of 9th at Phoenix, but I'm telling you, his best starts tonight. 3rd. We'll see how he does.
After that heat race,
I heard Larson bitching about having a dirt race in the Cup Series. Larson, of all people, is dead set against having a Cup race on dirt after this year.
Racing with the champion.
He said they shouldn't be doing this here, and they asked him, well, what dirt track would you want? And he said, none.
Phil, those white squares in the corner, they're speed bumps.
I'm shocked.
That keeps the trucks from cutting the corners, and that's where the drivers would go if it was faster. So NASCAR decided we got to keep you up on the road.
Not going to lie, Larson has some shit. Oh, big wreck. Holy hell. The 17, the 33, and the 20, and Ben Rhodes is involved, but I don't think he's got damage. Caution on lap 9.
I think his night is done on that 20 truck.
Yeah, Parsons is done.
Looks like it's flat, and that rear end may be askew.
yeah, Taylor Gray's got
Holy
fluid
hell.
everywhere, and it's pretty beat up as well. The 33,
Mason Massey.
Mason Massey. Coming off a career best finish. at
Carpenter's
11th
got
last week.
a lot of damage on the left front.
Also.
Tyler in that 41 truck.
Well, they made it 9 laps.
Damage looked like just sheet metal.
David Reagan spotting for Haley Deegan. Are you serious?
First laps on a dirt race were earlier today in the qualifying races, and unfortunately didn't get to make.
Who's spotting for Deegan?
10 tonight.
Yeah, did a great job in the heat race. Finished 4th and qualified his way into the field.
See if we can see where this all goes.
What happened?
The first truck I saw around was the 33 of Massey.
Do you have a tire go down?
Following him.
He got really high, spun around. Ben Rhodes locked it up and didn't even get any damage. Hocevar got clipped. He gets through, and the 17 gets killed, as well as Parsons. And the 41 comes through and gets shredded. There's really no... If a wreck happens in the center of the corner right in front of you, there's no avoiding it. You're just going to slide right into it. The best you can hope for is what happened to Ben Rhodes. Slide, slow down, barely bump him, spin out. No harm, no foul. Yeah, Ben Rhodes didn't get a single bit of damage. Damn, that's a hard hit for
Look at Carpenter.
Parsons into Massey.
Making his way through and just ripped off that left front fender. You can't just change directions on dirt. I mean, it's hard to do it on asphalt at times, but you can't just whip it the other way. It just doesn't grip like that. It doesn't work that way.
That's like Taylor Gray and Stephen Parsons had committed to the bottom. They were already in the corner as hard as they could get in the corner, and the truck's in their way.
Early caution in Bristol. We're 10 laps in. Joey Logano leading the...
I thought David Reagan was in the fucking studio in Charlotte. Because wasn't David Reagan just on the damn pre-show? There is a threat of a rain shower coming in from the north. It appears to be breaking up the closer it gets to the track, but Pockers tweeted that 10 minutes ago, so that's why they started the race right at 8 o'clock instead of just doing opening ceremonies. YouTube app won't show me comment. There we go. Wanted to see a long run there. You don't get many long runs in these dirt races, especially in trucks.
Great views here tonight, along with Daniel Dye.
Daniel Dye!
Suicide onboard camera. There you see.
Ironic that his last name is Dye and the onboard camera is sponsored by something that has the name Suicide in it.
Got a lot of energy, does Daniel Dye.
Daniel Dye, the race to stop suicide. Oh, the irony. Did I see the trees fall down at the golf course? No, I did not. Did anybody get hurt? I imagine they weren't outside.
Unless my car was tore up. Those were kind of challenging.
Daniel's new to the Truck Series this year. I ran the Arkham Menard Series.
We have a golf course on the next street over from my house, by the way. Fuckers out there playing in the rain and everything, no matter what. Rain or shine, these fuckers will play.
Pretty much everyone making moves on the bottom. No one's really pitching up. Yeah, everyone going forwards on the bottom. Really, nobody's moving up too much yet.
When we think of the track evolution we've seen here tonight, starting the heat races at 4:30 local, then there was Cup qualifying right after we're hearing from Joey Logano and Ty Majeski that they're hitting the ground hard in the truck, more so than we saw in the heat race. Josh?
With Taylor Gray, night ends prematurely, unfortunately. What did you see there?
Yeah, I mean, it's the product we get when we come to a perfectly good concrete track, put dirt on it.
Uh-oh.
I mean, I get it's fun for
Somebody's
the fans,
bitching about the dirt.
sometimes, but just I feel like a pretty good night ended early. I feel like our truck was handling pretty good. We had to go to the rear for changing a left rear tire after the heat race, and I feel like it was going pretty decent. Picked up quite a few spots there pretty early, and just kind of managing my time and racetrack.
Taylor Gray bitching about the dirt. You're 18, bro.
So,
You're not old enough to bitch about the dirt.
And everyone at Tricon enough for building really fast race trucks. Just got to go next week to Martinsville and probably get beat up a little more.
Frustrating end to the night for Taylor Gray.
I love having Bristol dirt and Martinsville in consecutive weeks. I love that.
Talk to Ryan. Hey, Ryan Blaney, Phil Parsons and boys up in the Fox booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, they're going to bug Blaney on the spotter stand.
I do.
How's that? I see you bouncing around from leg to leg to try to keep warm, but how's that view up there?
Well, the view's nice. A little cold for my taste, but hey, my driver went from 4th to 3, so props to him and making my job easy. So it's going well.
Hey, Blaney, it's Walter. How much credit are you going to take for those moves he was making?
0, it's all him.
Ryan Blaney, a.k.a. Dial Tone. Joey was listening.
Yeah, oh, by the way, Joey could hear what we were talking to Blaney about, too.
Now, it's funny in this situation, if you look at Blaney, to his left, our right, is Coleman Presley, who normally spots for Logano. He's spotting for Tanner Gray tonight. He told me if Tanner has any kind of an issue, I might breeze over and help Blaney with Logano. I think Logano is going to be around for the long haul.
Those boys are doing their best to stay warm up there, aren't they?
That's exactly right. You could tell it's a brisk, cool night. 46 degrees.
There's the choose drone. Oh, it's lit up. It's beautiful.
Choose drone. We used to have the choose zone. Now we're choose drone. And that's where the drivers have to make the decision inside or out. I would think
the choose drone is the dumbest thing on earth.
Probably everyone else just
Isn't it the dumbest shit you've ever seen?
Yeah, I don't think you want to give up a full row to get inside or outside.
The choose drone.
I like this.
It is cool.
It's fucking stupid.
I'm sure NASCAR is making this, an inexact science. Yeah. Give me what you're doing right there about the drone as you see everybody splitting it.
Oh, you drove under the choose drone. That's a penalty to the rear.
Tyler Ankrum had a flat tire on the pace lap in that 16 truck. He's still on the lead lap, though.
Yeah, that was a close one for him. That's just a cool looking view, isn't it?
It is.
So used to running down to those high bank concrete corners and just see that shiny dirt. Makes me want to be out there in a truck.
Logano takes the outside lane. I feel like we should listen in on the restart, see how Blaney does on the spot.
Yeah, let's do that.
I love it.
Yeah.
Look, sounds like
I told you they're going to call an airstrike from the choose drone if you get a penalty. Shoot your tire out.
Starts on you. That's Blaney saying, take it over, big guy.
Almost sounds like he's reading from a script, doesn't it? It's like I got my cheat notes.
He has a lingo down, doesn't he?
Look how fucking shiny that damn racetrack is when you see the lights on it.
Halfway home when we return to the green flag. Here's the Ryan Blaney
Thing looks like
Logano
fucking brownie cookies or something. Logano on the outside. Majeski on the inside. Good launch for Logano. Well out front, comfortably. Let's see what Deegan does on this run. There's Briscoe, 3 wide, further back around the outside of Byron. Has to back off. Rajek Ruth almost spun out there. Would have been a massive crash. And Logano's in a league of his own. Honeycutt's picked up 2 spots here.
And making it work. That's probably something Blaney will tell him. He's wrapping the bottom better than the rest, and that's why he's able to drive away. Listen to him work that throttle. You can't just slam the gas down. You got to really keep those tires up under you. Caden Honeycutt up to 3rd.
I love what I'm seeing out of Honeycutt. Byron's in the top 10.
Took a look at the inside of Zane Smith.
Briscoe's in the top 10.
Now here comes Crafton, her teammate on the outside.
Matt Crafton looks good early in the 88.
I like that he has options. He went up top and made some ground. Everybody else was wrapping the bottom. He decided to take the middle, and he's making him look good.
Started to 8th, working on 5th.
Great battle.
3 wide behind him.
Woo.
Christian Eckes in the 19. He's got company from the 51. That's William Byron driving tonight for Kyle Busch Motorsports, and Grant Enfinger. Really good for GMS right there in the 23.
We were talking about William before the show. He didn't have a great heat race. Not really fast, but he seems to got it figured out now.
And Danny Stockman makes some changes to that 51 truck. I'm sorry, Danny Stockman is Nick Sanchez, crew chief.
Deegan's struggling. She looks loose off the corner compared to all the other trucks. Everybody's sliding, but she looks not as good off the corner.
But as you guys said, not where he wanted to be. They made some adjustments in the 51, making an early splash.
Yeah, Brian Petty's moved over.
Yeah, it was instantly noticeable how different this track surface is from a year ago.
Haley's down on the bottom, losing some ground.
It barely got dusty. Oh, another big crash, the 16. The 02.
Right is there. Tyler Ankrum, who we saw on pit road earlier.
Timmy Hill.
3 trucks. Timmy Hill, Tyler Ankrum.
A lot of damage to Ankrum's truck.
And the damn 41 got spun again, but he didn't hit anything.
41 truck.
It's again a wreck happens in the center of the corner. There's no avoiding it. You're just going to slide.
Yeah, probably busted the radiator, I'm guessing.
Yeah, 16's definitely done.
On the inside of the
A little bit of early attrition here with a couple of wrecks.
A tough day for him across the board, going back to the heat race, talking about Tyler.
Anchor just.
Oh, and Ankrum just lost.
Do you have a tire go down, or did he just
Look, there
lose
just
it?
isn't any way to get out of that situation. And look at our onboard race reporter, Daniel Dye.
He turned in a per diem
Woo!
invoice after last week, didn't he?
And you know what? We liked it so much, we said, let's go for it again, Daniel.
Everything happened in Texas last week. It was right in front of Daniel.
Oh, that left front tire is going to stay cool on the 41 truck.
Going to be right around 10 laps to go when we get the restart here in stage 1. Joey Logano still out front on the dirt at Bristol.
Remember how bad the surface was in 2021 when we first started doing Bristol dirt? Like, the cup race was fucking hilarious. Like, I thought it was an alright race, but you couldn't see shit. The drivers couldn't see shit. They had to give single file restarts. Who decided to have a dirt race in the middle of the afternoon when the fucking sun's out? Like, what the hell? Anywho, I'm thirsty. I'll be right back. I don't really have to conserve Powerades tonight. I got a bunch of them. Precious resource, Powerades. How many big wrecks? Well, we've already had 2 of them. Multi-truck incidents. There's going to be some attrition in this race. Like I said, if somebody just loses it in the middle of the corner, you're fucked. Remember last year, was it Christopher Bell, when they were riding around under caution and the track was getting wet from the rain, and the car just went and slid off the track? Or was that, it was Suarez and Bell in the cup race. One thing you can say, these Bristol dirt races have definitely been memorable.
Fun football. Love watching it.
10 laps to go, stage 1. Stuart Friesen, 13th.
It's not been boring the last couple of years.
Stuart Friesen.
He's my pick to win this race. Josh, I think Stuart Friesen wins this race. What's he saying on the radio? Anything?
Yeah, here's the thing. Before the race, Stuart Friesen was really happy with that truck.
Who am I betting on? I got Logano for the win. What is it, Michael? Like $11 if Logano wins?
Hey, this motor is terrible. He said even when he's wide,
I took the easy money.
And as you see, he started 5th. He's dropped back to 13th, so he needs some help, Amanda.
Got to make up for one of those hours of work I missed Friday when I left early.
Now up into 24. Told his team the truck feels fine, just can't get through traffic to see what he's really got under that hood.
After that report from Josh, I think I'm going to not pick Stuart Friesen to win this race. His motor's new, he says. Good-looking 99 truck there for Ben Rhodes. I think it's got some speed to it, too. Like I said, dropping to the back after that spin, picking up spots.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a contender before this night's over.
$12 if Logano wins. Okay, that's even better.
One to go this time by, so we'll go green flag racing and sprint to the end of the first stage.
We'll have 7 to go for the stage.
So much action, man. This is just.
I think we
so
should
fun.
get rid of stage cautions everywhere except Bristol dirt. What if Haley Deegan wins?
Sport theme at the front. 66, 98 front row. Haley Deegan back there.
If Haley Deegan wins, I'll make an OnlyFans. How about that?
Inside of row number 2.
How about 6 forwards in the top 7 positions right now? William Byron in 5th, the only non-Ford up there.
Yeah, talk about Thor Sport. Zane Smith up there as well. 7 to go. Stage
Logano takes off again. Only got to run 7 laps here. God, Logano just fires off. The rest of the field is so far behind him on restarts. It's hilarious. Here's William Byron in the top 5 now. Deegan 3 wide in the middle just behind him. Eckes cuts her a break.
It's Eckes behind her, and just behind them, the 22, the red 22, Chase Briscoe surfacing inside the top 10.
Yeah, you got to figure that's another.
Every week, you know, you could say, oh, truck position's important. Well, it certainly is in this race. Because you see what it's like from like 5th on back. It's a nightmare.
Nice run off the corner for William Byron in the 51.
Man, if something happens to Logano, Honeycutt could win this race. But then again, if something happens to Logano, then Byron's going to win. And if something happens to Byron, then Briscoe's going to win. A Cup guy's going to win this race, I promise. One of those 3 will win. Is this the big 3? William Byron 3rd.
Tad Boyd on a spotter stand for William Byron. Reunited. Boyd used to work with him in the Cup Series, working with him tonight in the Craftsman Truck Series. Couple laps to go. There'll be 2 to go next time around.
Grant Enfinger making some nice moves, getting around.
Get them stage points, Deegan.
Work his way past Haley Deegan.
Briscoe trying to do the crossover run.
Ooh, Briscoe's 4-wheel slide, just barely staying out of Eckes.
Clearman in the 75 coming to the party.
Everybody trying to get what they can before the green and white checkered flag goes in the air, ending the opening stage. You talk about Kligerman. There is Friesen. Gonna be 1 to go this
After a few laps, Majeski can stay with Logano, but for that first lap, Jesus Christ, man.
Logano just jumps out to such a big lead on the restart, and then Majeski's able to reel him in, but just too big of a deficit to overcome.
Logano wins a stage in a series he shouldn't even be in.
He wins the opening stage in 2023.
That'll be 10 cents for me, Michael. Hocevar's really smoking coming up. Hocevar's got a problem. More attrition, potentially.
You get deep, and that's when you open the door for something to go wrong. For Joey Logano, first time he's won a stage in his Truck Series career.
Oh, wow. Logano finally won a stage in a truck race. What an accomplishment.
We fully expect now.
Put that on his Hall of Fame resume. Won a stage in a truck race at Bristol.
Just at the end of that stage, the 9 truck Kobe Howard had an issue, had a flat tire.
Pit stops when we come back.
How observant, Mikey.
Opening stage in Bristol.
old Carson hover car was smoking there. I don't know what the deal is. It's not good to be smoking on a dirt track. You know you've got a problem if you can see smoke off a car on a dirt track. How many flat tires? A lot. Hell, the 16 had a flat tire before the race even started. And they're running such low pressures on the left rear, it won't take much. Send me those cup odds when you can, too. I need to think about that. You said you're giving me 2 bets tomorrow?
I'm Adam Alexander. Joey Logano wins the stage. Obviously no points there. Same for William Byron in third. Good day for Ty Majeski going. He gets 9 points in stage 1. Caden Honeycutt delivering with 7. And you saw on down the line some of the other drivers that had good outings in the opening stage. Crafton, Deegan, Infinger, and our reigning champ, Zane Smith.
So everybody's pretty much just coming to pit road, but you see a couple of trucks staying on the racetrack, led by Matt Benedetto in the 25 truck.
And Red Holmes right behind Matt in the 32.
When the stage ends, we thought, Phil, and you touched on it in the race strategy, we thought these guys might all come to pit road at the end of this stage, get some tires, freshen up their truck, and then maybe not pit at the next stage. But Matty D, with no track position, he decided to throw a bit of a curveball at him.
And it gives them an option. Obviously, they can, if they need an adjustment or whatever, they can come in. These guys that
we have red flag pit stops in this race, so it's not that thrilling to watch, and it kind of brings the action to a screeching halt.
There's a star this show, and there's a guy that struggled a bit. Doesn't like his engine. Stuart Friesen with that sponsor from Ferris Mowers. I thought when I beat him on the mower race, you know, the other night, he would come here and dominate this race just to make a statement.
If you stay out on these pit stops, you cycle through to the front. But if everybody pits, they all come out in the order they came down pit road. These are non-competitive pit stops. For all you newbies out there.
You know, it might be the last one I ever get at.
Pit stops underway, Amanda.
You guys were talking about the performance of the Fords.
They could have started these during the commercial and then came back and showed us what the teams did, and then we could be lining up and racing again right now. I don't think we need to have live coverage of non-competitive pit stops.
If you guys could fix that for me, that would be great. Another one of the ThorSport Fords, the 98 of Ty Majeski. You might have seen at the end of stage 1, all the leading trucks tended to that high lane. He said that the lower lane is just too hard and too slick.
I like the red flag for the stage breaks because they can treat the track a little bit during the break. Or the first year they ran the cup race here, they were treating that motherfucker left and right.
Trying to diagnose what's wrong and how they can fix it right now. As far as Caden Honeycutt, having a great day so far. He was good in the heat races, strong in this as well. Finished 4th in stage number 1, just dealing with some overheating issues right now, guys.
A host of ours worried about overheating.
Yeah, we saw that smoke out of Carson Hosevar's truck right at the caution flag at the end of the stage, and obviously power steering is the issue for him.
And they can fix that, get a line tightened up or something broke, but you can see the crew member they're working on it.
Everything is so hot down there too. It sounds easy to change a line or something, like power steering line or something like that. You can see the smoke now, obviously the fluid getting on the headers.
Just been a struggle. And now you have insult to injury there with the problem under the hood.
He had such a good truck here last year, led a bunch of this race. Hopefully if they can get that power steering issue fixed, then he'd make his way back towards the front.
Make his way back towards the front. He started 21st. He's 23rd. He ain't been to the front yet.
Stage 1 is complete. Joey Logano gets the win. We remind you, last 2 years here at Bristol on the dirt. The winner of stage 1 also won stage 2 and went on to win the race.
Well, I'm feeling pretty good about my $12 tonight, Michael. According to that stat that Adam Alexander just read off. Last 2 years, whoever won the stages in the Bristol dirt truck race won the race. Still a chance of rain during this race. Bob Pockers put up 2 minutes ago. The rain is moving slowly and so far staying to the north of the racetrack. But this could be a race to halfway. And the race is only 150 laps, so you do the math, kids. We're not that far from halfway. So there's still a chance of rain, but I just saw the radar picture. It's moving really slowly, and a lot of it's breaking up, but it is there. It is just north of the racetrack. Honestly, before the Cup race tomorrow, this track probably needs a little more rain. It wouldn't hurt. Just hope it's after the truck race. And tomorrow, the weather is totally clear in Bristol. So we won't have any annoying stop-and-go rain bullshit like we had last year. Quick, show me the choose drone again.
How about that opening stage for Caden Honeycutt? We've been talking about him all day long, and he deserves every bit of it.
Yeah, let's see if we can chat with him. Hey, Caden Honeycutt, Phil Parsons and the boys in the Fox booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do. Hello, Fox Nation.
Hello there, buddy. We were really impressed with the job you did in the heat race, and man, you're carrying it over here to the main event. That truck looks awesome. Doing a great job, bud. How is it?
And I'll tell you, being able to race with these guys, it's just a level of confidence that I needed very badly. It's just, I don't know, there's something different about being able to run up front, and I don't know what it is, but hopefully we got something good for the end.
Caden, it's Waltrip with these guys. I've just been impressed with you all year long. You do a great job, and I'm glad that everybody in Fox Nation, as you called them, gets to see you shine your talent.
Well, Michael, I've been a fan for you a long time, and you know I've dreamed of being able to talk to you guys as another level of greatness. So still got a long way to go. Still got guys to race and guys to go up there and fight for the win and see if I can get a playoff spot. Maybe run full time for the rest of the year. So we'll see what we can do.
All right, buddy, we'll be watching. Great job.
Appreciate it, guys. Fans, and tune in. It's about to get crazy. That's for sure.
Hey, we have two in-race reporters. We've got Daniel Dye, who brings us the pictures, and Caden gives the stories.
He should be in a promo department. Hello, Fox Nation. Josh, what's up?
Yeah, Deegan's starting to build a little momentum, and this was the perfect race for her as long as she can keep her track position and stay out of the shit show. You got to stay up in that top 10. I know you can get wrecked from anywhere, but stay up in that top 10.
We'll keep an eye on that. 42. Let's go back to last week. Dramatic finish in Texas. Carson Hocevar, first career win.
Yeah, Nick Sanchez had dominated that.
Oh, that turn one wall at Texas where they widen the track out so the wall is like 150 yards further away than it would be, giving you more of a chance to get hurt.
In his owner Al Neese's home state.
Yeah, that's right. So happy for Carson.
And only a fucking jackass like Hocevar could have won a race like that last week.
He's been able to deliver behind the wheel.
No, it's not his fault Sanchez wrecked. Sanchez was already wrecking when Hocevar was inside to make the pass, but still, Hocevar's a jackass.
I saw Al down in the garage area this morning, and I said, hey, congratulations. He says, well, I didn't do anything. It was all the boys that said, believe me, you had everything to do with it. Wasn't for you, they wouldn't be here.
Worldwide Express hoping to buy some tires and sponsorship. Got to have those sponsors and a great owner like Al Neese to make it all work.
Amanda?
One of those runner-ups for Carson Hocevar was last year here. You'll remember Ben Rhodes stole the win from him. I reminded Ben of that today in the heartbreak that Carson faced, and he said, I like breaking hearts around here. Well, Ben Rhodes has found himself all the way up to 18th after being 32nd after that wreck in stage 1.
Oh, there's the choose drone. Yippee.
There you see the choose drone over the track, and the drivers will choose inside, outside.
We had 3 trucks, I believe, stay out.
3 trucks stayed out, but the leaderboard hasn't reflected it.
And I believe maybe Tanner Gray in the 15 all stayed out.
I like staying out right now. I mean, we saw a lot of...
I don't mind staying out here, and hell, DiBenedetto stayed out. He really needed the track position. So
you can gain that track position.
it's Matt DiBenedetto, Brett Holmes, and Tanner Gray stayed out, and they're up front now. Might give Byron and Majeski and these other guys a chance to get by Logano before he can check out again.
You stay out here, you got the track position, maybe you get some rains.
Yeah, they are talking about rain, so they got to get to halfway, though. You got to get to lap 75.
So it's a long time before those trucks would have to come down pit road.
You know, this is a dirt expert, Jonathan Davenport. He knows what he's looking for. What's he want to see here, Phil?
I think he wants to see how his tire is wearing. More than likely, I don't know if that would be.
They were showing Davenport his tire. They were propping that shit up on the hood so he could look at it.
That's a block pattern that Goodyear brings here.
Well, I just think that's
never seen that before.
I mean,
show me them tires. How they looking?
On that pit crew, 'cause he lives that life.
He's currently scored 21st. See if he can make his way through this field.
Caden Honeycutt said it's about to get good. I'm sure our in-race
all right. You guys better not wreck my pick. For once, I'm rooting for Logano to survive. And Logano goes 3 wide per second immediately.
Already to the outside.
Doesn't make it work, though. The 3 trucks that stayed out remain out front going into 3. Ooh. Logano really checked up there. He was probably worried about running into the back of the 15. Byron's having a moment. Deegan's passing him around the outside. This is the only way Matt DiBenedetto could ever lead this race.
Opposite tire here with a radio versus a biplay. They really didn't know how much they would fall off here. Looks like right now Matty D's saying these tires are pretty good.
Yeah.
Seeing him out front here takes me back to the Cup race. Was it like 2016 when he nearly won here, driving for
3 wide for 8th. Crafton, Deegan, Zane Smith. Those 3 trucks staying out really hurt these guys in the lower half of the top 10. Logano's trying to find a way around them. Can't make it happen, though. Seems like right now you can only really make good passes on the bottom unless somebody just makes a brutal mistake. Logano rooting the 15 up off the bottom. He knows that's where you got it. The only way you can make a pass right now. And he gives him a shot. And the 98, like I said, you can pass around the outside if the guy on the bottom makes a mistake. Oh! The 19 spun further back right as the 15 was making contact with Majeski. The 19's going backwards. Throw a caution, please.
Left rear tire down on Eckes' truck.
And DiBenedetto and Holmes remain first and second. Tanner Gray fell to fifth there because Logano knocked him up off the bottom, and then Gray came off the corner and hit Majeski, and Logano passed them both. Ben Rhodes, running on the apron, hit the 19, got him loose, and then going to the next corner, the 19 spun around. Yeah, blew his tire up.
18th to 16th on the restart.
Nice job by Jonathan Davenport. Just
single truck spin, shockingly enough.
Our in-race reported Daniel Dye drove around the outside of Eckes when he turned around.
Daniel Dye is working for Fox Nation.
See, there's Daniel going
Look
by
how
right now.
close that was. This is the move that started it all. And that's just short track racing. It doesn't matter if it's dirt or asphalt. You're going to have that kind of competition. Watch what Daniel Dye saw. This is going to be...
They're getting their money's worth out of these Daniel Dye onboard cameras.
Remember I said you couldn't change directions in a hurry? Whoa.
I love how he just eased into the brake, because there's a lot of rear brake in these trucks. If you stomp on the brake, the rear wheels are going to slide, and his truck would have turned around. He really did a nice job of modulating that brake.
Fourth caution of the night for Christian Eckes, who went for a spin. Matt DiBenedetto leading at Bristol.
Come on, rain, rain, rain. No, I'm kidding. I don't want to lose money to DiBenedetto winning a race because it rained. That would just show you how much God has it out for me. He's like, I hate you so much, I'm going to let Matt DiBenedetto win a race. And it would still prove that DiBenedetto could not win a race legitimately in his entire fucking life.
The NASCAR Cup Series is here on the dirt track at Bristol for some bumper-to-bumper mudslinging action, sponsored by Coyote Tractors. Coverage begins 5:30 on FS1, over to Fox at 6. You can also watch it on the Fox Sports app. Here's Josh Sims.
It's getting up there on 25 of Matty D.
24 laps to halfway with potential rain. It's pretty iffy. De Benedetto and Logano on the front row. What is this, a cup race from fight? Never mind. If it was a cup race from 4 years ago, we all know De Benedetto would not be on the front row, but Logano might be. So.
And they had to throw the caution. They stopped on the racetrack. It took them 8 laps to get them unhooked and just ruin their night.
Wasn't that Austin Wayne self? He got stuck to the number 20.
You know that shit Kyle Petty talked about Blaney? That's the kind of shit I talk about people like Matt De Benedetto.
De Benedetto goes outside. Door is open for Logano on the front row down.
Yeah, it looks like the rain's breaking up north of the track, like it's not going to quite get there. Yeah, De Benedetto gave Joey the bottom and sent it off into one. It didn't stick.
So strong down there.
Smith making it 3 wide.
He did a better job than I thought he would on that outside, but and he sends it off into 3, but he's just going to go wide, and Logano's going to inch further ahead every time they get off the corner.
But Joey's just so good.
I think Joey beats him through this corner.
Yeah, a little list there for De Benedetto. The back end's coming around, and Logano's back to the front.
Looks like he's going to come to a stop, and then boom, just explodes off the corner. Talking about Joey Logano.
Look at that 15 truck behind this 2-wide battle for third. That's Tanner Gray, and he is coming. Strong run for Tanner.
He's coming. Are you coming? I'm coming.
And then all of a sudden, as you said, here comes Gray.
Larry Mack's favorite word. You coming?
You know, a lot of dirt experience for Brett Holmes over at the Talladega short track. Racing against Red Farmer over there in those guys.
Fucking Red Farmer, guys. We got a Red Farmer name drop on the race tonight.
In Alabama.
Deegan's not in the top 10 anymore. She's in a shit show right now.
Entertaining match to watch, seeing everybody using different lines, and heck, we've seen a little bit of strategy, even though we didn't know if we would or not. What will we see at the end of this first stage, at the next stage?
I think Adam may be right. They may have looked at the weather and said, hey, this race may not go the distance.
I'm going to tell you my opinion of the weather. It's like get a sprinkler too, but we're going to get all 150 laps.
Good, good.
Meteorologist Michael Waltrip.
Now we all know, wow, Davenport almost lost it under Hocevar. Woo.
You see that 42? They were under the hood of that truck for Carson Oswald.
Talent was the only thing saving Davenport there.
And
Oh, Eckes gonna fucking door slam the 43.
Eckes said, it's time to go. I lost my track position. There might be some rain moving in. Turn up the wick.
Sanchez has a flat left rear, and he's out against the wall. He can't get down to pit road. He's getting out of the way, hanging on for dear life.
Trucks all the way around the racetrack. It's
Woo.
hard for him to get down.
We see the 2, 3.
For now, we stay green. He's gotten down to the apron.
Maybe that guy, that truck.
Yeah, that's going to.
Majeski just now getting to the outside of De Benedetto. Logano's got over a second on these guys. Deegan's back up to 11th. She had slipped to 13th. She's trading positions with Infinger every lap, it seems.
Majeski takes that second spot away, Adam.
Obviously, you've got to be good on short runs.
You also have to understand that Majeski and Logano have been the class of the field. And
Thorsport ain't fucking around.
So he's still hanging right in there. I like the move a lot.
Crafton needs to step his game up compared to his teammates. Damn, Friesen's got that thing hung out. 7th place, he passed Honeycutt and Zane Smith. Way up at the top. He's going even higher to try to get around the 32. Wow. Look at the driving Friesen's doing right now. Look how fucking high he's running, and it's working. Picked up 3 spots. We got a caution. 41 just got spun out.
It's our 5th one of the night.
Tyler Carpenter around. You see the damage to the left front. From
Short runs, short runs, short runs.
He's had a little bit of everything here tonight. Carpenter, the dirt racer out of Parkersburg, West Virginia.
Trying to get that truck refired.
I see why we red flagged the race during stages, because if we ran those caution laps, hell, 75% of this race would be yellow.
Had a smile from ear to ear, getting ready to become racing with NASCAR here at Bristol.
Watch Friesen coming around that top. He might have a chance to get up there and mix it up with Logano and Majeski. I don't think anybody can beat Logano, but I think Friesen can get the 2nd or 3rd.
we've seen the case of
Byron and Briscoe have been quiet. Byron's fifth.
so many
He's
tires
been pretty
that go
quiet. Briscoe's
with the low
14th.
air pressure and the way they hit the ruts
52
and
was
bounce around,
flying.
it
My
just
God, he
pulls
was
the tire
ripping the top,
off the rim.
clearing off
Hey,
that
there's
cushion
the
up there.
Yeah, he's got it going on, doesn't he? Hang 10 car wash, got him a Swifter in there.
He's going to have to take that truck to Hang 10 car wash when this race is over, no doubt.
Remember Carl Libberts in the Swiffer at Montreal trying to clean off his windshield?
Do as a race car driver.
I never thought we'd be doing this, racing on the dirt at Bristol, but here we are.
There's those ruts I talked about. That'll bounce a tire off.
Don't
the
say
wheel.
rut. It's not time for NBC yet. Hey, rut!
You know, the other
It's
thought
in the
is
racetrack.
adapting to change. And, you know, no practice yesterday for these teams. They were supposed to get almost 90 minutes. That was washed out. You got the 15 laps earlier today. Other than that, man, it's just been figured out as you go along. And as we know, not only you get the 15 laps in the heat, but that track was totally different than what we're going to see here tonight. Not to mention the changes this track will go through over the course of the event.
Caught a glimpse of the 24, Raja Karuta, flat tire, obviously, as he made his way down pit road. There he is there.
Had a great run in his heat race.
Left front tire.
Raja's got a flat left front.
He could just change
Just that
tire
yeah.
per NASCAR rule.
Yeah, NASCAR will allow a damaged tire or a flat tire to be changed without penalty.
The only time you can change all 4 tires, fuel the truck, is at the stage breaks.
Could do some damage to his undercarriage there with all that sparks and metal dragging the ground.
Sway bar arms and stuff down there.
Everything Michael Waltrip says sounds weird. Undercarriage.
Still looking for that first top 10.
He could damage his undercarriage.
Fast trucks, wrong place, wrong time. Amanda?
You're taking a look at the 98 of Ty Majeski. This is just his 3rd ever dirt race, and you talk about adaptability. He said that's what he's doing every single one of these races. The truck tonight is feeling a little snug, and he's still saying to his team that the track is slick. But you go back to fall last year, Ty won here and said it was the honor of his life, as this was the first race he ever came to as a kid. And he said it was probably 2003, but he bought a t-shirt that said, "I'm short and fast, just like Bristol."
You hear the story on Ty Majeski. Now let's check out the radio of teammate Joey Logano.
Logano says he's thinking about electrical problems.
Joey did it. Did y'all? Is that what y'all heard?
Was that Joey?
I see him adjusting the brake bias.
Truck's still running for now, Joey. Fuck it. Let's ride it out. Let's go get this money. Joey picked the outside line on this restart.
Second stage.
Although DiBenedetto's not that strong, so I'm not that worried.
Pit road, got his service, restarted.
Purple Cobras.
That stayed out, but was able to grab the top spot. He's led 53.
Purple Cobras.
66 laps
Hey,
here
Bobby,
tonight.
you want to go play dodgeball with the Purple Cobras? I'll tell you what, I'm going to go to Globo Gym and tell them about propane and propane accessories.
Amanda talking about his win here last fall on the concrete. That began an unbelievable run of the last 10
I think my favorite Hank Hill line was, "That's a clean bird in hell, I tell you what."
Has had a great start to the season, as you mentioned, this year. For sure, one of our championship contenders.
Michael, I don't like that Deacon's slipping out of the top 10.
Along with Majeski.
Getting back there and caught up in some shit. I don't like that. Great launch for Logano. I love these short runs.
I think maybe the outside groove has a little bit of an advantage, maybe, on the initial start. You think, Michael?
I think Joey Logano has a...
Damn, Friesen kind of scrubbed the wall there off of 2. He's still trying to make that top work. Here he goes again.
Be able to get up by DiBenedetto as well.
Hey, he got a little too loose that time. Didn't gain anything.
Friesen's trying to get that top groove worked in. Look at him all the way to the top.
Friesen single-handedly is widening out this racetrack.
This track will change all night long, and there's a chance that top could be...
Friesen's doing the Gretzky. He's going where the puck is going to be.
There's that 15 truck of Tanner
The
Brooks.
further up you can run, what an advantage that is if you can really make that work and be fast. 'Cause everybody else seems pretty timid running the bottom.
Doesn't gain much through the middle. Obviously, a longer way to go around the racetrack.
That right rear is about to kiss the wall.
Isn't that fun to watch?
That's a true dirt racer.
By the way, I just got confirmation from producer Mark Smith that is Joey Logano saying he's got some engine issues.
Yeah, and Logano was having electrical problems. So that'd be the only way I'd lose some fucking money tonight. It's on some bullshit. That's okay. It can rain in about 5 laps, and I'll be fine.
Right now.
You know, he's just driving so much harder right now because he's trying to go that longer distance, so he's using more gas. And he's making it work.
15 is Tanner Gray.
Wonder if I want to see. Okay, he's third. Can he run down the 98 and the 66 before a caution? We got 18 to go this time by. You know, there'll probably be another caution before the end of the stage.
Yeah, William was following Stuart Friesen, but then...
And there it is. There's a damn caution as soon as Friesen starts making some hay. He went from 6th to 3rd that run. And Chris Wright spun around again, stopped on the inside wall.
Couple problems for the 02 tonight.
The 6th caution.
Ooh, this could end his night. That right front wheel's all bent in. Chances are there's
that car looks like, or that truck looks like it's not going to turn.
The tire is towed in.
Look at all the damage to the wheel as well.
See if we can check out what happens from...
Certainly it's going to be Daniel Dye's onboard, and we're going to get a view.
Oh, like he came up into the 12 a little. I mean, it's hard to tell, but there was some contact. It looked like from the 12.
We definitely saw the 12 move like he hit.
Park it, bro. That thing's fucked. You've been in like 30 wrecks already.
Yeah.
Time to call it a knot.
That truck refired.
A little more attrition for you.
You know, I'm looking at that scoring pylon.
You think Friesen's fastest? He looks really good.
Chase Purdy in the 10th position.
Whatever they do on restarts, he should pick the outside line every time.
Ben Rhodes back inside the top 15. Joey Logano, your leader at Bristol.
Because nobody else is doing what he's doing. I'd like to see if Logano could copy it. I mean, Logano's going to run what works for him and what's safe right now. He ain't got to push too hard. But if he sees the 52 getting big in his mirror, he's going to switch it up and move up and maybe try it. You really like how I say Purple Cobras. Just go watch Dodgeball. Ben Stiller does it better. $20 every time I say it. Then I'll say it over and over. It's about time more of you guys start giving me money. Learn from Michael. He sets a good example.
Let's get a report on Stuart Friesen third right now, Josh.
Yeah, and you remember early on in the race, Stuart Friesen was not happy with the way that motor was running. Well, they got him fixed up, and he's running third right now. Very happy with that truck. He asked the team about the tires, asked them how they look. They said there's really no wear on the tires. So he said, yeah, I don't want to have to come back in and get more tires. Track position is premium, Amanda.
Friesen's going to stay out the rest of the race based on the tire wear. We've had a lot of caution laps. I know that helps. But you know they built strong tires for this. big heavy trucks with a lot of downforce where you're sliding around. You know, Goodyear's going to overcompensate, so I'm not surprised.
And they better have. He's found another groove.
And yeah, the ThorSport trucks have noticed the 52. And he's in their mirror now. Second row.
Trucks all took the outside that allowed William Byron to pull up to the inside of Logano for this restart.
While Byron moves up to second on the bottom thanks to the Choose drone.
I think he could take
How do you send me money?
He's just that much better on the
I got, well, Michael sends me money on Cash App.
66
I got
truck
Cash App and Venmo.
can make either lane work.
Yeah.
Hey, it's been a while, and I know it was in a cup car, but those two haven't always played nice on the front row, Byron Logano. You know?
You're talking maybe about
Should I post my Cash App name for anybody who wants to help a poor little streamer like me?
Don't manufacture.
A working streamer
You're just saying.
who works a real job because he's never going to make any money off of this.
Keep an eye on the 66 and the 51.
What if you got on this radio and called up Blaney and said, Blaney,
Hey, Byron, remember when Joey spun you out at Darlington last year and I was there? Yeah, don't pay him back tonight. It's only a truck race and I want some money.
We're spotting for the 51 instead of 15, then we'd really have something, wouldn't we?
I like the 15 too, there on the bottom in the second row. Gray's done an awesome job tonight.
Hey, we mentioned some rain, but this race is now official. We're past halfway.
At the end of the stage, I'll put my Cash App name. I dare you to send me money.
It's again. 2-3 truck links. Look at Stewart on the outside.
All right, it takes Friesen about a lap or so to get this thing wound up and going. Byron's second. Majeski's third. Now Friesen's going to the top. Oh, my Lord, that's as sideways as I've seen him. See, it takes him about a lap and a half, 2 laps, because he loses ground at first. And then next thing you know, he's just sailing around guys around the outside.
He has a micro that he races at Millbridge. He's won over there before. So he gets a little
Oh, Rhodes. Look out, Rhodes. Rhodes and Purdy. Rhodes been a little bit of a weapon tonight. Deegan's right in the middle of this. Fucking 3 wide, 4 wide. She's struggling right now.
It's going to get exciting, Fox Nation. And you can see 3 wide, nearly 4
I wonder we're going to have a caution every 4 laps.
in that 75 truck. Top 5 here last year for Kligerman.
Carson Hosevar right behind Kligerman that you mentioned, Phil. After fixing his power steering, he's getting into contention.
That Choose drone deal really helped William Byron out. He's settled into second place, and he ain't losing it.
Ben Rhodes too, trying to make his way back towards the top 10. I think Ben's being shown right now in the 11th spot.
Racing with Grant Enfinger.
Deegan's 15th. God damn it.
Has never finished outside the top 10. Veteran driver out of Alabama.
Right there with Hosevar and Rhodes and the other retards.
Lane that Friesen's trying to make work. I mean, he's given it his all, but it just seems like the shorter way around maybe is a little bit better.
He's trying to clean that top off. When everyone runs around the bottom, he gets all the marbles up there in the middle and the top of the racetrack. He's trying to keep that lane clean.
Battle for second now. Logano's 1 second ahead of Byron and Majeski.
And we really haven't had a long run tonight. Maybe he's putting a little knowledge in the bank for the final stage.
Adam, I love that thing.
Briscoe's in the top 10 now. Crafton's up to 7th. And here's second place.
Sliding up the hill. He wants to keep it fresh, and maybe it's an option for him later.
And the 75 slow. He's getting off the track, though, and rolling down to the pits, so we'll stay green, it looks like.
We stay green.
Yeah, 75's all jacked up. Look at that right front.
Rotor or something, rotor or a hub or something like that. Doesn't look like the tire, really. Great battle here for second.
I mean, you got the reigning Cup champ leading. You got William Byron, who's won twice this year in a Cup car, and right in his hip pocket, Ty Majeski. How talented is this driver? Championship 4 a season ago, and he slides to second in front of Byron. Going to be 2 to go on the stage this time by.
You can see that gray spot right where the right side tires of these trucks, when they run the bottom. You see how dark it's getting there. That will get really slippery. Tony Stewart and Clint Warrior were telling me when you see that discoloration.
Stewart said not only will it get
Well, we're coming to our 9th straight green flag lap with 1 to go in the stage. Remarkable 9 laps straight of green.
One more Fourth time around, stage 2. Joey Logano won the opening stage.
Oh, the choose drone's getting a workout tonight, isn't it?
Swept the stages.
Hope its battery doesn't die.
Last year, Ben Rhodes won stage 1, stage 2.
And DiBenedetto was 17th earlier. He went to 5th with this strategy, and Tanner Gray 6th. And hell, Brett Holmes 10th. So it was a net gain for those guys. But now they're going to have to pit for tires, surely.
DiBenedetto, who's going to have to
Logano sweeps the stages.
Tanner Gray, Matt Crafton, Zane Smith, Chase Briscoe, Brett Holmes, the top 10.
Will they roll the dice and maybe stay out and say maybe we have enough fuel?
But from a rules perspective, is it mandated
I
that
think
you have to
stop at least once? Yeah, so they will definitely have to stop.
At 7 cautions.
Interesting that there's a rule that you have to stop at least once in this race. Hold on a second. I dare you to send me money on Cash App. Hey, Alex, race is fine. I dare you guys to send me money on that Cash App. And yes, my name is Timothy. My first name is Timothy. I go by my middle name, Dale, because they just always called me Dale. Plus, it's a better name than Timothy, even though I'm pretty sure Dale loosely translates to most redneck name ever. But yeah, I dare you to send me money. And I'll say Purple Cobra's all you want. For you, we'll do a special deal. I said $20. We'll do $12 per Purple Cobras. You get a deal. $12. Personally, I think you should all send me at least $5 each just to make sure that Cash App's working right. How will I know if it's working? Well, Alex, if you were going on the Jay and Silent Bob cruise, you could give me money in person. I can't believe I'm going on that cruise. It's so weird. I just wish that cruise was longer. I'm going to get so annoyed because day 2 or 3 is when I really start to feel comfortable on that fucking boat, and it's going to be like, well, time to go. And it's like, God damn it, only 3 knots. Michael says he's pretty sure it works. Yeah, I think it works. But I just want to be sure. So I need a large sample size. I need all 10 of you.
Here on the dirt at Bristol, Ty Majeski didn't get a win, but boy, did he put some points on the board.
In the arms of an angel. For just $5, you can confirm that his Cash App works. In the arms of an angel. I need to get Sarah McLaughlin in here to fucking make you sad, so you'll send me money.
Wins this year. He was able to get 6 stage points in our first 2 stints of the race here tonight.
A number of trucks coming down pit road, but I think.
Well, guys, I'm 60 laps away from winning $12 because of Joey Logano. So
There you see.
Everybody's gonna hate this race after Logano wins it. It's not been a bad race at all, but people are going to hate this race because Logano's going to win it. And I don't blame them, because Logano shouldn't even be in this race. However, I'll take the money.
The winning strategy, pit at the end of stage 1, stay out at the end of stage 2.
Yeah, but you know, Adam, this changes things up. We've seen Joey have.
This changes nothing.
He's now not going to have the best tires on the track.
Mikey, there are like fucking 15 trucks that stayed out. Logano's going to be fine. The tire wear isn't that bad. He's going to win. Logano's going to win unless that truck breaks or somebody takes him out.
trucks that have stayed out with them, and that makes such a huge difference.
But we've seen 3 and 4 wide. You get on the right side of that, you can pick up some spots in a hurry.
Remember last year, Ben Rhodes restarted 13th at the end of the second stage, and he went on.
Now, goddamn it, guys, I'm starting to get frustrated. This Cash App's empty.
Out here at the end of stage 2. The signal has been given. Pit stops can begin. Let's go there now.
What's wrong with you guys?
Let's start with the 25 of Matt DiBenedetto. The team told him the good news is you got some good stage points in that. The bad news is you got to come in and lose that track position.
Alex, you want to go pay $800 for NFL tickets?
Here tonight, he needs a little more help with that truck, so he's having to use the brakes a little.
I'd probably go see a better team than Denver if I was going to do that.
Strong run for him. So he struggle getting in on entry. They're going to tighten him up just a little bit to help him out, Amanda.
Joey Logano and Ty Majeski both decided.
I'm so glad I bet on Logano because him winning absolutely sucks, but at least I'll get something out of it.
There were a couple teams on pit road, including Matt Crafton, that wanted to make the decision based on what trucks stayed out, and they elected to stay out as well. But when you think of staying out and standing up, those are the fans here in Bristol.
It's fucking cold, by the way.
Wins both stages.
And I'm seeing raindrops. I see raindrops. They got Joey Logano's rear camera while they're parked here, and I see raindrops. Now, a little drizzle ain't going to stop. It'd take a lot of rain to stop a dirt race, but I'm just saying.
I've been doing a lot of yard work lately, Adam. That thing caught my eye.
We're past halfway. We're at the end of stage 2. If the race can't continue, it can be called, as you know. Then they got somebody out there watering the track with water bottles. The Patriots. Well, I mean, the Patriots at least attempt to be relevant, but their tickets are way expensive because me and my uncle were going to go to a Patriots game one year, and we were like, you know what? Let's fucking pass on that. Because my uncle lives in Connecticut, and we were talking about going to NFL games and shit like that, and the idea of going to a Patriots game came up. And I was like, yeah, that'd be kind of fun. And then you just look at the ticket prices, and you're like, no thanks. It's the same reason I'm not going to the race in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, a few weeks from now, or next month, whenever it is. Like, I'm not going to North Wilkesboro because the tickets are over $300. And Bob Pockers just put up reports of a steady drizzle. Bristol right now, looking at this radar, is in between 2 big rain showers. They're like, the rain broke up and then formed back around the racetrack. So the radar looks clear at Bristol, but there's obviously rain coming down and potentially more on the way. All right, guys, I'm going to check that Cash App one more time. Here's your chance. Imagine if somebody actually did send me money for saying stupid shit. I'd do it all the time. I would sell out. I'll literally say anything for $15 or more. Anything except racial or homophobic slurs. Thank you. I like how Cash App has a thing where it's like, buy Bitcoin. It's like, no thanks, I'm not a fucking retard. What's up, Todd?
Walter, Phil Parsons, I'm Adam Alexander.
Todd, Joey Logano is going to win me $12.
On the dirt at Thunder Valley. We're ready for
in a race he shouldn't even be in.
And one of the stars of the show has been Ty Majeski. Second place at the end of stage 2.
Let's see if we can dial them up.
Here's the shitty part about having to stay out. You got to keep your track position and stay out, but look at the windshield on the 98.
Phil, how are you doing up there?
How dusty it is. Dustier than Candace Owens' pussy.
Looks like it's on rails, and I want to know, are you wearing that T-shirt that said you were short and fast that you bought here 20 years ago?
sure is amazing how life's come full circle, yeah. First NASCAR race when I was about 6 or 7 years old here. Stay in the red barn campground, never forget it. But no, this Soda Sense Ford F-150 is running really good tonight. Obviously, Joey's really tough. I feel like we have a little bit more of a long
Not
run
beating
truck.
Joey unless you wreck him or the truck breaks.
Hopefully have a long run. Hopefully we can have something for him.
Hey, Ty, it's Michael. I got a shirt that says I'm tall and slow, but that's a whole nother story. Tell me,
Michael Waltrip has a shirt that says I'm tall and I can't punch.
you need to be able to do better to beat him.
Just ask Lake Speed. Or was it, who did he punch? Was it Lake Speed or Rick Mast? I can't remember. I think it was Lake Speed at Michigan, right?
And I start slowly, methodically reeling them back in. So just need a long run here, I think. Like I said, this Soda Sense brand new sponsor from my hometown. Motorsport truck is point tonight. Like I said, I just think we need a long run.
All right, buddy. Take Soda Sense and Tim Duggar there. He's on your deck lid. Take them to victory lane.
Hey, Tim, well, thanks, guys. I'm going up there.
Michael, you said you're tall and slow?
Yeah.
Logano's kind of tall, but he's not
fast.
slow.
He's fast.
He's a two-time Cup champion. He's got it going on. And he's got it going on tonight. Just what we've said all night, Phil. He just jumps off the...
If Logano has to win, I'm going to get something out of it.
What Ty saw and agreed with. Now he's just got to figure out how to work his way back to him.
Yeah, he thinks if he
He's
gets
hanging
there,
10, bro.
He's
He's got the Shaka Bra thing from No Holds Barred on the hood of his car. Remember Hulk Hogan and No Holds Barred? Shaka Bra.
You know?
Rip 'em, brother.
Some false hope for the other competitors.
You jock ass.
Gets out
pretty
there,
smart driver now.
yeah, and just make sure that everything is where it needs to be.
Let's see if he's explaining something to the team right now. See if we can ease in there. Joey, it's the Fox Boys. You copy?
I got you. What's happening?
We're
What's
just
crapping in Joseph?
You fire off on these restarts. Have you got more if you need it once you get 10, 15 laps on the tires?
We'll have to wait and see. A long enough road will probably tell that story, but the Hank 10 F150 is ripping pretty good.
Shaka Bra.
Keep her up here and keep some clean air on her.
How's your spotter doing?
As clean air as you can get on a dirt track, I guess.
He's a wealth of knowledge up there. You know, he's giving me some good info what the competitors are doing. And keep me
Blaney could take the rest of the night off. They're not beating Joe Logano
we
for
got him on
this.
the screen right now. He looks really confident.
I'm sure he looks really cold.
And cold.
That's what I was going to say. Buy him some gloves, would you?
Yeah, we'll talk to you. Adam said buy him some gloves. Have a fun rest of your way. We won't bother you anymore.
Yeah, why the hell is Blaney not wearing gloves? It's fucking cold, man.
You know, the one thing we haven't talked
I lost my damn gloves on the way back from Atlanta.
about a lot anyway, 'cause it
I was so
hasn't been-
pissed off that day I lost my fucking gloves.
Logano hasn't had to deal with lap traffic a lot tonight, you know?
Because I had to bundle up for that race, but luckily we were in the sun all day, so it was actually kind of nice.
Been lapped tonight. They've had some trucks that have had trouble, flat tires, and their laps down, but I don't think we've seen any lapping go on the racetrack yet.
But that would mean that Logano's spotter, Ryan Blaney's got a little work to do. Because so far, he just jumps off the line as Michael said and drives away.
I'll be shocked if a green flag run goes longer than 12 to 15 laps.
He's just chomping at the bit to work him through lap traffic. He wants him to get in some battles so he can really show his skills of what it would be like if Brian Blaney was a full-time spotter instead of a driver.
I think he'd stick with driving. I think he'd just as soon stick with driving.
I think he's got a few more years left in him.
I wonder where Josh Williams is tonight. Josh is Blaney's spotter.
I don't know. According to Kyle Petty, Blaney ain't shit. Maybe he should retire.
Be listening in because
Hot take Kyle Petty.
good education for him to say, all right, now you know. It's not as easy as you thought. Instead, he's trying to win with Zane Smith. Amanda?
Another guy leading his
Dirt on the track. Better red flag it. Yeah, give me my 12 bucks.
Kyle Larson, Rajat Garuth reached out to him ahead of this race.
Alex, the ice cream man, made it. David Lee Roth came to your neighborhood today. He wouldn't come to this neighborhood. It's fucking cold as fuck and raining.
Entire YouTube
I'm the ice cream man. Stop me when I'm passing by.
So Kyle telling
I'm the ice
Rajat
cream
some insight
man.
tonight. Take a listen.
All my flavors are guaranteed to satisfy.
Get to the center. Tires more. That's what you're saying. Yeah, I just think you need a little more wheel spin the car. Not too much because it's easy to spin out.
To this day, my uncle blames Ice Cream Man for why he hates Van Halen.
What an absolutely special relationship. Michael, Phil, did you guys have mentors along the way as well?
Yeah, we both had
brothers.
We both had big brothers that meant the world to us. Ever since I've been on this earth, I wanted to be able to do what my big brother did, and that vision and that focus that he gave me, and I know it's a lot like you too, Phil. It's priceless.
Yeah, and Raja, you talked about YouTube. He's a student of this sport. He really works hard at it. Has a lot of speed. I'm really looking for him to have some great runs in this 24 truck. Maybe even tonight. He stayed on the lead.
Time to throw the green on stage 3 of the Joey Logano show. Boy, I'm glad I bet on him.
Logano up front with his teammate Ty Majeski.
Damn, they didn't show the choose drone that time, guys. And Logano launches out to a big lead. Majeski doesn't fucking go at all. Backs up the whole inside line, and the race is over. With 60 laps to go. It's a heated battle for second.
The red 52, the red 22. And they're both racing right there together.
Majeski's going to be able to ease.
Just go green the rest of the way. It won't, but I wish it would.
Cross him over to get the inside. Tyson, no sir. I'm on the bottom.
There's Friesen all the way up at the wall. Briscoe and his tire tracks are the only two running that high. Raindrops all over the camera now. We'll see how long this goes. It's helping this track. I mean, damn, Hocevar's up in the top 10 after his problems. 3 wide through the middle. He hasn't done anything stupid yet tonight. It's about time. Yes, it was raining during the break, Mikey. Track's starting to get dusty, so this rain could be coming at the perfect time. Usually don't want rain on an oval track race with high banks, but it ain't going to hurt you none here. Unless it just becomes a downpour and it turns into mud, but... I like how we have such a good dirt track and we run all over it all weekend, and they treat it as much as they can, but by the time we get to the cup race, the track turns into a fucking dust bowl. Oh, Big Rick, Purdy, and Zane Smith crash. Eckes is in it once again.
19 of Christian Eckes. I think Zane was involved as well in the 38 truck.
Yeah, Zane Smith did get a piece of that.
Not a lot of damage on the 4 truck of Purdy. He's able to drive away. See some sheet metal damage on the bottom.
And the 19 can't fucking move. Just back it, roll down the bank, and roll down the track. There you go.
Was ninth, so he really was doing some positive
now
things.
it'll roll.
He'll live to race a few more laps. See what happens here with the 4 truck here on the outside.
Keep an eye on the 38 here of Zane.
Oh, Zane got in the corner a little bit better. Did Purdy have a problem on entry there? He let off pretty early.
I'm not sure. I think too early. Zane didn't think he was going to let off that early. And then you see Christian came in with nowhere to go. And he runs into Zane.
Look at Caden. Wow, Caden barely got to the bottom.
Benedetto did a really nice job as well.
How'd this start? Zane Smith drove hard in the corner. Hit the left rear of Purdy. He spun him out. So that was just Zane Smith making a mistake. Or either that or the Ford just really underdrove. And damn, Eckes almost ramped off the back of the 38. I'll see why that car wouldn't turn properly. That right front's got to be killed.
You see the guys just barely slipping by on the bottom.
It's a truck, dumbass, not a car. I know. We just say car out of habit.
Very noticeable, but Christian came by with nowhere to go when Zane turned sideways right in front of him.
There you see Dean Thompson sliding through. Dean's remained in the top 20, doing a nice job.
So Daniel Dye will have another great look at that as well.
Go ahead and pre-order your Joey Logano Truck Series Dirt Win diecast.
That was Josh Williams talking about spot for Zane, and you know that may have been one of the first times that Chase had run up high. He may have been running the bottom, so he may have been a little tentative getting in the corner up on the high side.
I thought I might have saw the left front tire lock up a little bit too, so maybe with the different entry, the corner just wasn't what he expected. And I agree, he checked up way more than did Zane expect.
Caution number 8, just over 50 laps remaining.
8 cautions in less than 100 laps. And yeah, where was the spotter on the 19 for that wreck? Don't mind me, I'm just scrolling. They're in commercial, nothing's happening. Joe Logano's going to win. You knew this an hour ago. We've had 55 minutes of race time, and you knew Joe Logano was going to win from the moment he took the lead early in the race. It's like not even a contest. This race is not competitive. It can't stay green long enough for it to be competitive, and nobody's going to beat Logano.
Sunday on Fox.
Bristol.
Next Saturday, we have Major League Baseball on FS1 and the Fox Sports app. Let's do a little Brewers and Padres. Coverage begins 4 Eastern Time. Baseball is back, and we've got it for you every weekend on the Fox Family Network. Josh, you were so rudely interrupted. Finish your story on Chase Briscoe and the adversity he's facing tonight.
Yeah, well, that's right, Adam.
He's facing the adversity of being Chase Briscoe. That's the adversity he's facing tonight. He faces that every weekend when he gets behind the wheel of a car. He has to deal with the fact that he's Chase Briscoe.
The heat races earlier and then the heat races on the Cup side, his hand felt all right. He felt good enough to race. He's going to have surgery later this week, but for now, everything is going as the plan, other than having that brace on for Chase Briscoe.
There's Norm Benning having a pretty good night. 23rd on the lead lap.
And just, I imagine in that truck, he's smiling ear to ear, isn't he, Phil?
He's been smiling all day, especially when he made this feature event.
48 to go as we get the restart.
And another good launch for Logano. Byron spins it a little on the bottom. But Majeski got a much better start that time.
Joey got such a good jump that
There's Friesen going to the outside again. I think he's just wore that out. It's not working for him. It got him through the field, but it's not going to get him to Logano or Majeski. It's about to be the slowest 48 laps ever with all these damn cautions we're about to get.
I want to see what that 98 has for the 66.
Let's just go green the rest of the way.
Let's do it.
It's not going to happen. They're wishing for it to go green. You know it's not going to happen.
For a top 10 spot.
Jake's climbing into the top 10. Corey Heim with another good run.
Jake coming off a top 5 last week. You can't get more different than a mile and a half at Texas on the dirt at Bristol. And this young driver is impressive.
Remember, Las Vegas was the first time he was ever on a mile and a half. He just turned 18.
Adam, I talked to him that morning of the race at Las Vegas, 18 years old. He said, I'm scared, Mike, a little bit. I said, well, you ought to be. I mean, it's going to be wild. You've never seen anything like this before. Now he's getting in his comfort zone and doing a great
Rhodes has bounced back. He's had a lot of problems tonight. He's 6th. I'm not surprised. He's good here.
Battling for the pit spot with Grant Enfinger. There's Stewart.
I'm really disappointed that Haley Deegan's 15th behind trucks that have damage.
Yeah, he's lost a couple of spots lately.
I mean, as long as the wheels are straight, aero's not going to be that important at these speeds. But still, she had such a promising start. She drove up to 3rd, and now she's fucking struggling here. Just run mid-pack. She's been banged around. I see a little bit of damage here and there on that truck. She's been banged around a little bit. 3 wide in the middle. Damn, she backed out of that in a hurry.
Good decision, I think, right there.
Look at Daniel Dye.
Daniel Dye. Yeah, look at Daniel Dye. Fucking knocking the wall down.
It was just traffic that got him out of his rhythm.
As soon as Mikey goes to pay him a compliment,
Tell you what I like
he has a
about Daniel,
Daniel
he's
Dye moment.
persistent. Like, he's going to make mistakes. He's going to get in some binds, but he will keep fighting
Dude, they fucking love Daniel Dye, don't they? They don't stop talking about this dude every week. They fucking love him for some reason. I have yet to be impressed. Deegan's 20th. And now we're going to cut to a full screen replay of something we saw when it happened. Well, actually, we didn't see that. Damn, Haley. Sorry about your top 15 bet, Michael. And there's a caution. We made it, what, 6 laps that time? 9 cautions now. We don't even know what it's for. Half-mile racetrack, and we don't know what it's for. There it is, the 4 truck.
So much for that.
Another flat left rear. How many flat left rears is that tonight?
We can still pull for another one. See if anybody's learned anything on these multiple restarts.
This is just a waste of fucking time. Because all it's doing is slowing the race down, and Joey Logano's going to win whether it goes green or there's 35 more cautions. So it feels like a waste of time, guys. It really does.
Tire already down for Chase Purdy. Daniel does a great job just negotiating his way by.
And they had to get another Daniel Dye and mention, oh my God, look at Daniel Dye drive that truck and dead last. He's so good. Oh my God, Daniel Dye. Daniel Dye, Daniel Dye, Daniel. They fucking love Daniel Dye.
Doesn't change directions that easily.
We saw it with Eckes earlier, right?
The brakes don't work that great either.
You look at that top 10, and there are a handful of drivers there that have faced some kind of problem tonight. And undoubtedly would feel really good to leave here with a top 5, top 10 finish. But you kind of know that's going to happen when you come to a track like this.
I'm Daniel Dye. I run in dead last, but Michael Waltrip won't stop talking about me. I drive the 43. Did you know I like Richard Petty? Did you know my dad liked Richard Petty too? Did you know we have nothing in common with Richard Petty other than the fact that we run like he did in the last decade of his career?
I was watching some highlights.
I'm Daniel Dye, and I approve this message.
Doing the sprint car thing in preparation for tonight's race. It's just amazing to me to watch these dirt regulars. They do it all the time, and how spectacular the moves.
Well, there's definitely a lack of dirt regulars in this field. The way these fuckers can't run more than 6 laps without spinning out. Can't wait to see how many laps of this race were under caution when I look on Racing Reference later tonight, because I know it's been a lot. Our longest run's like 9 laps or something. But we get Martinsville next week. Woohoo! Is Kyle Busch in that fucking race? Am I wasting my time next week? I'm surprised Kyle Busch ain't going for... Oh, no. Well, he can't go for the triple because it's a Dash for Cash Xfinity race next week. I forgot.
Nothing cooler to me than a night race at Martinsville. You see the brakes going, full contact racing that you guys spoke of. Sparks will fly, tempers will flare.
Might have a fight or two on pit road after the race.
And somebody's going to walk away with one of the best trophies in all of NASCAR.
But we did have a fight last spring in the Xfinity Series there.
Yeah, I was there. I saw that fight. I have that fight recorded on a cell phone.
Saturday, the Xfinity Series, and on Sunday, all about NASCAR's.
Sam Mayer pussed out. Although Ty Gibbs might have got to hit him. He was a pussy, too. He left his helmet on.
Leading 100 of our 113 laps. That's a far cry from the show he
that Xfinity race at Martinsville last year is one of the best NASCAR races I've ever been to. And the Cup race the following day was the complete opposite.
You know who ran second that day, Adam?
Daniel Suarez, right? Am I right?
There's the choose drone.
Impressed with Daniel because he was like 6 car lengths away from doing something really special, but he just couldn't ever quite get there. It's like, how can it be like this?
We thought Daniel was going to get his first win that day.
Oh, the technology, guys, the technology.
We had that crazy finish with Kyle Busch and Austin Dillon.
How many laps Joe Logano led?
Ran out of gas in the final lap. So
other than the whole fucking race, except for that little bit where DiBenedetto was out front.
There's people on fire crashing, and Adam's like, and the last lap is brought to you by Capital One.
Unbelievable.
The professional.
It's Credit One Bank, you dumbass. Get it right. Mike, you can't even get the sponsor plugs right.
Well, your hair's on fire, right?
Inside of 40 to go.
All right, let's run to the end now.
I'm all for it.
You hear Phil Parsons? All right, now let's run to the end. Not going to happen. We got about 20 more trucks to crash before we get to that point.
And a
And Haley Deegan's still running, so you know there's going to be a caution. But either way, we've got 35 laps to go. Can Byron not spin the tires? Can he match Logano? Nobody's been able to match Logano on these restarts, and he won't again. Crafton gives the 51 a shove. It goes nowhere, and the ThorSport trucks are out front again.
Williams able to hang with Majeski. Majeski's going to have a little bit of momentum from the high side.
Friesen's still running the wall and losing ground every restart now. At least they don't wreck one lap into a restart. Like, they at least make it a couple of laps. Crafton's come to life. Matt Crafton 5th. Enfinger 4th. A lot of changing in this top 10, but none with the top 3. Logano, Majeski, Byron.
Right rear fender on the wall. Stewart was able to make the pass on Ben Rhodes by going through the middle of the racetrack.
You see all this, Adam? This is why we're having all these cautions. These guys are at least 2 wide, sometimes 3 wide, and it's all the way from first to the back of the field. There's that much going on. Look at all that as you pan back and see all that action.
Oh my God, it's a lot of action. There's a Cup guy leading the race, though, so it's irrelevant.
His way back inside the top 20 right now.
Yeah, he's got it up to 19th.
Didn't Enfinger win Eldora a couple years ago? He had like a photo finish. Am I wrong in that? Am I misremembering? Those Eldora races feel like a lifetime ago now. God damn, it was always better than fucking Knoxville's been. Christ. Please don't let this turn into a Knoxville race.
When it comes to racing on the dirt, Briscoe from the high side to the low side, able to get around.
Look, I hate to be this guy. I like that NASCAR does dirt, but I think overall in this country, dirt racing is so fucking overrated. It's just something hipster douchebags say they like when they want to bash NASCAR. It's like, I don't like NASCAR. I like dirt racing. Support your local dirt track. It's like, no, you don't. Dirt racing sucks. It's so fucking overrated. But it's fun. I give you that. It's fun, and I'm glad NASCAR does it at least 1 or 2 times a year. And good God, that 41 just ate shit, and that is not a safer barrier. Hey, they made it a few laps. 6 laps. That seems to be about the standard here, 6 laps. I'd say that 41's done for the evening. He should have been done a while ago.
Look at that left front. It's gone.
Davenport's he got a problem? Why they're showing him?
Davenport in the 7th. Being scored 18th right now.
They got a right rear down or something?
Here tomorrow night, driving that 13 car for Team Colin.
Looked good in his qualifying race, too. Ran very competitively. That's a big hit here.
That is a hard hit.
On the dirt at Bristol.
And that is not a safer barrier.
Safety team is there.
They take out the safer barriers for the dirt race.
You see Tyler in there moving around.
I'm sure that felt really good to run into that wall.
That's as big a damage as I thought we could see here.
Looks like he's taking the helmet off.
AMR safety team has made their way to Tyler Carpenter.
AMR safety team.
Good to see Tyler moving around, taking his helmet
Getting their share of fucking TV time tonight.
Safety team. Trying to figure out if something's wrong. Maybe they're thinking maybe they have a broken track bar or something like that.
So how does Joey Logano keep getting a 2.5 lead before they get to turn 1 on every restart?
There's Tyler getting out of the...
Oh, he's got a smile on.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's good to see, huh?
That's what he looked like when I saw him the other day. I didn't figure that smile would still be there. But he's telling the
I respect his hair game, that Carpenter kid.
See there, the blue truck. Just overcooked it a little bit, and he's gonna
make some contact with Timmy Hill.
He just raked his whole front end off.
And that slowed him down a little bit, and he still hit.
Sounded like Michael Waltrip said he just raped his front end off.
The radiator out of it as Hill went by. Let's go to Daniel Dye. He'll get us some good pictures of this.
Front row seat.
Look at there. Good job.
You know how many accidents Daniels had to miss? All of them.
Tonight or like every week? We
Tonight,
see him flipping through many different wrecks.
I feel like every time the caution comes out, we get word from our producer, Mark Smith. All right, let's go on board now with Daniel Dye. Because as you said, every time it happens, he's in the vicinity. I said I saw sparks, and there it is with Chase Briscoe.
Our Fox Nation reporter, Caden Honeycutt, has leveled out in the 13th position, just giving you an update.
We'll take a break. Closing on 20 laps to go at Bristol. It is, in fact, the Joey Logano show.
What a shit race. Tomorrow will definitely be better. This has been a shit race. Started out fun. This has been a crappy race. But at least I'm getting something out of it. So otherwise, I'd probably be bitching a lot. You guys obviously think this is a shit race. You're not talking about it. You guys just come in here. I kind of like it. You guys just come in here and vibe with me every weekend. I'll look up and it'll say like 10 or 12 people in here and nobody's talked in an hour and a half. I'm like, oh, they're just vibing. Look at that man, Mike Skinner, in that Truck Series commercial. That was a man. A Dale Earnhardt cosplayer. The original NASCAR cosplayer, Mike Skinner. Who was really good at winning races that didn't count. One in Japan, won a dual race in 2001. Famously, when he beat Jeff Gordon to the line in Japan, he said, "Hey, God damn it, we beat that little son of a bitch." Yeah, too many fucking cautions. This is a shit show. The track's like it's like in decent shape, so I don't know. Just part of it. But the caliber of driver definitely leads to this, because I do not think you'll see this in the Cup race tomorrow. You'll see some shit in the Cup race, but it'll overall be a lot more competitive, I think. You saw how their heat races look compared to the truck heat races. I mean, a couple of the Cup heat races went caution-free. Tomorrow will be interesting.
Weekend.
Although these cautions are helping me, just less laps to have to worry about Logano losing my money. Although we're going to have the 35 green white checkers here in a little while.
And this is the perfect dirt track for these NASCAR vehicles. We've seen
Michael Waldrop just said it's the perfect dirt track for these NASCAR vehicles.
all kinds of different lanes. I think
Really? Because it doesn't look like it.
for NASCAR.
Not in this race.
Coverage starts here on FS1, 5:30 Eastern Time, over to Fox.
Like I said, the race is just becoming an exercise in agony, because if it goes green like we want it to, Logano wins by 3 seconds. If there's cautions, Joey still wins by a second and a half. So this is the easiest win Logano's ever had in his life.
What an amazing job they have done this race.
They have done a good job with the track surface, though. I will commend them for that.
And this racetrack is so
They've learned a lot in the last couple of years of doing this.
Everything I wanted to see.
Joey Logano has been perfect on restarts.
Look at those fucking bumps in the track there.
And he's drug the second place truck on the outside with him.
The track is getting dark on the bottom, like it's turning black, but not as black as it's been the last couple of years. A little better restart for the 51, but Logano's still well clear. And just fucking rolls the center of the corner and just launches off of turn 2, and he's gone. Look at that. But Byron was better there. Majeski's been better, but they still ain't got nothing for him. From second on back, it's a hell of a race. 20 laps to go. Which means 20 more cautions. And there it is. Ben Rhodes just wiped out the whole field. Rhodes, Friesen, Corey Haim, Hocevar. Wow. Surprised they didn't take out more. Yay, another caution. Yippee. Yippee. Quickie yellow, please. We got to get on with this. Because I'm bored and I want my $12.
Darn it.
He slid that thing sideways, and I thought he's going to lose it, and someone almost got him. We'll have to see the replay. Almost got him in the front left to help him correct it, move forward.
I'm with Adam. I thought when I saw the 99 turn, I was like, well, somebody might set him back straight, but that thing just spun around.
It was freezing, but we'll see. Heck of a job to try to save it. After
Hey, Deegan missed that wreck. And Friesen's not happy with Ben Rhodes. and they cut away from that to show us the replay of what we saw already.
It's just a matter of Ben just losing it.
How can Friesen be mad at that? They've all been doing that tonight.
Carson Hocevar. You see Jake Garcia doing a nice job avoiding that mess.
Carson gets rolling again. Took Ben and Stewart a while to get going.
That could be terminal for Stewart's chances to have a good finish. I think there's a lot of damage on both front tires on that truck.
And lost all the track position.
You can't even get going to race
24
here.
24 trucks on the lead lap right now. With only 18.
Deegan's doing the Danica strategy for the rest of this race, position by attrition.
With Rhodes. Is that just frustration? Because, that's just hard racing at that stage.
Well, yeah, it's frustration. Guy spins out in front of you. You're like,
Friesen was having a good night. I see why he's pissed, but,
in the right direction.
that could have happened to anybody. They're all fucking sliding around.
Look at Carson just squeezing by.
I love the willingness, though, as you see the drivers involved here.
We're getting down to the point where they might be able to run to the finish. Remember, we can run about 6 to 10 laps total without a caution, but that's about it.
To put it on the edge, and we've seen it, whether they're running the wall or, in this case, running right in the middle of the racetrack. Just throw it sideways and slide it off the corner.
Well, we see it.
I see why nobody stayed for this race.
We see it pretty much every week.
I guess it's not just a Bristol dirt thing, is it?
I think it's these truckers. Those things come in handy a lot at a truck race.
When you do the inventory check at Bristol, you make sure you bring the hammer.
Let's see if we can try William Byron. Hey, William Byron, Phil Parsons and the guys up in the Fox booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, Phil, I got you.
You've done a great job. That truck's probably as straight as any truck out here. Do you have anything for Logano? He just shoots off on those restarts.
Yeah, for sure. He's definitely quick on the bottom. I feel like the bottom's kind of been a struggle for me during this race, but I think the top's good. So if we can get a few laps going, I feel like the top might have something up there.
William, is Michael. Can you tell the viewers how much fun this is? For us, it's just so entertaining, slipping and sliding and just trying to chase down the leader.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's just controlled chaos. You're never straight with the wheel. You're always doing something and doing something with your pedals. And I got a few adjusters in here with the brakes, so trying to do something different each restart. So yeah, it's a blast. It's something way different.
William, will you learn anything tonight that'll help you tomorrow night?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's helped me all day. So it definitely helped me in my heat race. Had a good heat race, so gotta keep it up.
All right, buddy, doing a great job. Finish it off.
Yeah, man, appreciate y'all.
Byron won a 5
Yippee!
tonight that will also compete.
Ooh, is it Choose Drone Tom? The AMR safety crew and the Choose Drone and the Pace Truck rule this broadcast.
Rick Ware.
He said controlled chaos.
God damn it, I want to stay up late tonight. Stop making me sleepy.
Yeah, control wouldn't be all these cautions.
Enough.
Yeah, and it was a strong day for Corey Heim so far, but he wasn't able
I wish to
avoid
not
that
be
wreck. He's
tired,
got a right front down,
but
so
this
he's gonna
race
have to
is
come in and get that
sapping my will
Man,
to
that's
live.
a shame, Josh. He's been so fast.
It's borderline Knoxville, but we're not to the quadruple overtimes yet.
Does such a great job. And
Yet.
Gonna have to come to pit road. Like you said, Phil, we're inside 20 to go.
You would think after however many restarts we've had, somebody in those first 2 rows will be able to figure out what the fuck Joey Logano's been doing.
Remember, Matt stayed out at the end of the first stage, had to pit at the end of the second stage.
But no.
Where 14 trucks stayed out, Matt has made his way back inside the top 10. Now, great run for that Rackley team.
And with Adam, you mentioned a position for DiBenedetto. Tanner Gray going to jump back in the top 10 when Heim pits. Jake Garcia running in the top 10. Caden Honeycutt, who was in the top 5 for a good portion of this race early on, now going to be scored. Well, he's 7th right now. We'll do the choose. Who knows where everybody shakes out for the restart. But some underdog drivers that have found their way to the top 10 going to have a real chance as we get a restart just over 10 laps to go.
I know the track changes a lot in dirt, but like William Byron, for example, ran his fastest lap on lap 81. And conversely, Logano ran his fastest lap on lap 3. So the track, like you said, at the opening field, it has gone through some transition. And Matty D with those fresher tires, be interesting to see what he can do here late.
It's going to be a minute before we return to the green flag.
It's going to be a minute before we return to the green flag. NASCAR's like, I got an idea. We're going to run it down to 9 to go and throw the green, and hopefully they can at least go that far, because that seems to be the limit. God, end this fucking horse shit. This sucks so bad. I want to do anything but watch this right now. Just give me my $12. And we can all get out of here happy. Actually, nobody's going to be happy. Like I said, everybody's going to hate this race. Brock Beard, I know this is an outstanding race, the best I've ever seen, and absolutely perfect for NASCAR, because Mikey keeps telling me. Yeah, they've obviously been fed to talk about how great the Bristol dirt race is, because we want to make it happen again next year, and we're making them run the 1.5-mile aero package for the fall Bristol race to make that race look bad in comparison to the dirt race. That's what they're doing. Oh, whatever, Twitter. Twitter on my phone never lets me fucking type anything. Weak. Look how shitty that dirt track looked in 2021. Look at that. The track's fucking black and crudded up, but it's a dust bowl. I forgot how bad that looked at the end of that race. Oh my God, Mikey, shut the fuck up! This race sucks and everybody knows it. Will there be overtime? I don't know, and I don't care. Christ, I hope not. If they could race longer than like a couple of laps, it would have been at least worth watching.
He only needs Ryan for a corner or two because he's got such a big jump on the starts.
Look at those empty fucking seats.
Ryan's like the head coach at a football game. When the clock's winding down, he just takes the headset off and walks away. That's what he'll do.
Hand it to the assistant.
Yeah.
Hand it to the assistant. Yeah.
Front row here is going to be Logano.
Oh my God, this is the greatest race I've ever seen. They do this to try to make the fucking fall race look bad. That is the only reason they are going to run the 1.5-mile aero package on the Bristol concrete race in the fall. They want it to look bad. And it is starting to rain pretty hard. Look at those raindrops. Look how big those fucking raindrops are. God, there's only 9 to go. Jesus Christ, get it over with. That was the most competitive restart we've had, and I didn't even give a shit. Logano now pulls away off of 4, 8 to go. But Majeski was almost there to give him a bumper. DiBenedetto's knocking the wall down. Hang on, buddy. Please, God, hang on. Damn, Haley Deegan's back up to 11th. Michael, she's in the top 15.
Haley's 11th down on the bottom. Here comes William.
Nice run up off.
William Byron, 3rd, but who gives a fuck? Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening until the next caution here in a few seconds.
Byron to 3rd.
Jake Garcia hanging in there in the 6th spot in that black number 35 truck.
2 weeks in a row.
This is as good as this racetrack's ever going to get, by the way, because...
That is so cool.
And that's not saying much.
Love it when you see these teenagers come here and be ready to go toe-to-toe with a champion like Matt Crafton.
Good God, we've run 4 laps, guys. 4 laps of green flag racing. 4 fucking laps here. Jake Garcia, 6th place. That's awesome. Haley Deegan, top 10. She's 10th. Rajay Caruth, 9th.
Oh, another spark off
Fucking Briscoe trying to knock the wall down. Well, Deegan and Raja have turned up the heat here trying to get into the top 10. As the rain begins to fall a little harder, but we're so close to the end. For the love of God, let's just get to the end.
Lap after lap, just better and better.
Looking for his first top 10 finish.
Well, I hope you're right, Alex. I hope there are no more cautions. But this group right here might cause one. Here it is. 24 dive bombing the 04. He just missed him. Briscoe will be the one to bring it out. He's fucking hanging it all out.
Stretching his lead at the front as they race from 7th.
Logano almost a second ahead.
Honeycutt, Gray, DiBenedetto, Caruth. Haley Deegan is there looking for another top 10.
She's just as strong
Come on,
as
Deegan, get this top 10.
Trying to find the hole that she needs to pop in.
Briscoe brushing the wall there. We're on 2 to go. For the love of God, he's just got to get to the white flag.
Another restart. 1 second advantage.
He's in turn 3. He's in turn 4. White flag, yeah! White flag. White flag. First lap traffic he's seen tonight. He's led the whole fucking race. That's the first truck he's lapped under green.
Joey Logano dominates and wins it on the dirt.
Show me the money. It's not a lot, but I'll take it. Logano wins. Majeski second, Byron third. Jesus Christ, thank God it's over. And Haley Deegan finished 13th, top 15. Woo!
He's going to call Duke Thorson after this race and said, whose idea was it to bring in Logano?
Why are we loading our trucks out? We don't know.
Damn Deegan bets are paying off lately.
Byron third, Matt Crafton, top 10.
God damn, that sucked.
In 11 of our 12 truck races on dirt, ran Infinger.
At least there were no overtimes.
Driving on the dirt in the Craftsman Truck Series. And Jake Garcia, fifth last
Dirt savant Joey Logano wins again in a race he shouldn't have been in.
Gets a top 10. Great job by that young man.
What about the 18-year-old Garcia? We're on the 1.5 miles of Texas. We got a draft. We're gonna run speeds upwards of 190 miles an hour. Oh, by the way, next week we're gonna go to a short track on the dirt and see what you can do. And he proved he's all around a good young race car driver.
Raja Caruth doesn't get to the top.
Yeah, it's raining pretty good now. Just in time for the end of the race, thank God.
That was a battle for
We didn't need this shit being any longer than it was.
mixing it up.
Great top 10 for Tanner Gray.
He was strong all night.
Good news is nothing's coming on after this except a replay of the heat races. So they don't have to rush off the air or anything.
He's hanging 10 right now, I believe, isn't he? Second career win in the Craftsman Truck Series for Joey Logano. One driving for Brad Keselowski at Martinsville. That happened in March of 2015.
What was the longest green flag run? 9 laps?
To hang 10 car wash Monday and just enjoy washing.
Who would have thought an hour and 25 minutes of race time could take so long?
It didn't even get that dirty, did it?
Logano made the winning move on like lap 2.
On the dirt at Bristol. I mean, you got Truex, you got.
And now the human Chia Pit will climb out of his truck and celebrate because he's won at Bristol on the dirt again. And it is raining really good now. And the crowd boos because that race stunk and they don't like Joey Logano.
To the fans.
Joey Logano making his way out of his truck, and the boys in the booth called this the Joey Logano show tonight.
And Ryan Blaney is a race-winning spotter. Put him on door bumper clear this week.
In the track here tonight, how did you balance the both of those?
Oh, the guys gave me an amazing race truck. There was a great F-150 hang 10 car wash come on for kind of a last-minute thing. Hey, let's give it a shot, and called up ThorSport. They had an extra truck with some extra people and put it together, and obviously gave me a really fast truck here today that qualified good in the heat race and able to drive to the lead pretty early in the race and then just pretty much be able to control it. So I'm not sure I learned anything for tomorrow because I didn't really get to race a whole bunch. But
you hear that?
I had a great spotter up there in Blaney.
Joey said, I feel like I didn't learn anything because we really didn't get to race.
He kept entertaining and
Thank you for the money.
We showed him several times.
You heard my attitude earlier. You could probably tell in that text when I said, fuck it, give me Logano. Oh, fuck it.
Is there any institutional knowledge you can apply tomorrow?
They drive so different. The trucks versus the cup cars these days are just
apples and oranges at this point. So, you know what? My fun meter was pegged tonight. I had a lot of fun out here racing at Bristol. I love it. The dirt's a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoy the dirt race, and it's a lot of fun as a driver in there. Moving around and
see, some of the drivers like it and have fun. Other guys just bitch about it. But Logano's kind of biased. He has won this twice. Once in trucks, once in cup.
Here with Ty Majeski, who comes home second tonight. Is there anything more you could have done to catch Joey?
He's good. He's a two-time cup champion for a reason. Just happy we got Thorsport in victory lane. Duke, Ronda, everybody at Thorsport deserves to be in victory lane. Just wish it was us.
I'm glad we were all here to waste our time together.
I thought maybe at times if we would have had a long run, I might have been able to match him or at least make him nervous. But just wasn't
the heat races went green longer than this shit.
Really good points day for us. Just wish we would have got a stage win or gotten victory lane. But overall, good for a showing for Soda Sense. Brand new.
I like how the weather at Bristol every April just continues to suck ass, and they won't change the date. Swap Bristol with Sonoma. Swap Bristol and Sonoma, and you won't have this problem. All right, Michael, I'll see you later. Everybody else, I'll see you later. I'm fucking out of here. I'm free. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Bye-bye.